job, but I got laid off. I used to have a wife, but she said she had enough. I used to have a car, but it got repossessed. It seemed the Lord had found someone he likes to test. I've lost all the man could lose, that's why I sing the blues. I used to have a home that burned to the ground. I used to have a dog, now there's nowhere to be found. I used to have money to buy what I need. Now the only thing I got is an alimony plea. Got nothing but bad news, that's why I sing the blues.
Now let me get this off my chest. I want to start off by saying, fuck Bigfoot and everything about him. For years, them damn Bigfoots have been nuisances on my property. Killing my dogs, stealing my chickens, fucking my cows. Bigfoot and I have had such a contentious relationship around my property that I've shot him, I've tried to burn him, I've used bear traps on him. You name it, I tried it. It wasn't until these dogmen showed up that them Bigfoot bastards decided they was going to leave. And you know what? I'm happy that Dogman is around. Now, before I go into my Dogman encounter, which is creepy and scary, let me tell you about my Bigfoot experience. The one that pushed me over the edge last year. You see, my septic tank at my property got clogged, right? It caused feces to back up and overflow all into my house. So I call out a treatment crew. They dig it up, open it up, and they get to work on a Friday. That evening, they left the tank open and placed a solution in it to dissolve the clog, and they said they will be back Monday. So the entire weekend, my property smelled like shit. Now, I'm out in the woods rabbit hunting. And if you know anything about Bigfoot, you know that they leave these markers. Areas where they break trees, they break limbs, all kinds of stuff. And me personally, I have my own markers in the woods. I found it to be the best way to stay out of the area. So I tie ribbons on trees to give me an idea of where they are and where they're not. So I guess I must have gotten too close, right? So I hear this bastard tearing through the woods, coming straight at me. Now you gotta understand, I've been dealing with these things for years. And I know it's not the one that's coming directly at you that you have to worry about. It's the other one that you don't see or don't hear that you need to be concerned about. So I take off running, heading back to my house, and I'm hauling ass through the woods. I hit the clearing onto my property, and when I look back over my shoulder, there's two of these fuckers closing in. Now these creatures don't move like you see in the movies. Their motion is a little bit different. Yes, they can run on two legs like a man, but also they can gallop forward on all fours, similar to like a gorilla. Now one is running and the other one is galloping. And I know I can't make it into my house. So guess what I have to do? I jump into the open septic tank. And yes, I dive into a big pile of shit. And when I finally stand up, one is looking down at me with his forearm covering his nose. And the other one is circling the tank. I was forced to stay in that shit for about 25 minutes until these bastards decided they were going to leave. That day I had enough, and I decided I was going to go buy the biggest dogs I could find. I ain't talking about regular dogs. I got two Neapolitan Mastiffs. These weren't pets, these were guard dogs, and very expensive. The first day I let them loose on the property, a Bigfoot came around, and together they were successful scaring them off. But a week later, the two got separated, and I found one of them dead, neck broken and lodged in a tree. After that, the other dog decided he was going to stay out of the woods. And hell, I couldn't blame him for doing that. So a couple of weeks passed, right? I'm out there working on my truck. I got it jacked up and I'm up under it. And I see my dog going to the edge of the woods. He's sniffing around and kind of just being nosy. When I peek my head back over, there's another black dog over there with him. Almost the same size. From a distance, it looked just a little bit bigger. Next thing I know, these two are gone, off running through the woods. I'm thinking, hey, he done found him some doggy coochie, this is a good thing for him, right? It never occurred to me. What the hell was this other big ass dog doing around there? And where did it come from? I was so engulfed in the work, I just didn't think about it. Nighttime comes, right? And I'm thinking, oh shit, them Bigfoots done got my other dog. But he comes running out of the woods all excited and happy and lays down on the back porch. And I say, you a bad mamma jamma. You went inside them woods and they didn't even get you? After that, I headed inside, take a shower, put some dog food out for him, and I go to bed, right? That morning, I hear him barking. And I mean, he's going crazy. It's like 2:30 in the morning. When I head out of the back door with my flashlight, he's right at the edge of the wood lines. And as I shine the light in the woods to see what he's barking at, oh my God, I see this set of eyes shining. And I swear to you, they're about 10 feet in the air. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is a big one. So I'm telling him, here boy, come here. Here boy, come here. I'm calling the dog and he ain't coming. He just yapping, barking away. And I'm thinking, this Bigfoot about to grab you and break your neck. Here boy, come here. Come here boy, come here. And as I'm trying to inch closer and closer to him, I'm steady calling him, here boy, here boy. I'm struggling to keep the light on this thing. Then I hear these heavy breathing and these steps coming up behind me. And before I could turn around, these two humongous black wolves, dogs looking things. I mean, these fuckers are big. They're zooming past me. So close that one of them brushes against my shoulder. Yes, I said it brushed against my shoulder. I'm fucking 5'9". These things were big. And that's when shit went bananas. Those two things jumped straight into the trees, and it sounded like nothing I'd ever heard before. Bigfoot screaming. My dog is going crazy. These bastards are tearing the woods up right in front of me. I was able to catch these little glimpses of the fight by the flashlight. I saw my dog attacking the Bigfoot's leg, and then I saw one of the other ones. I can't call them dogs because dogs don't stand up. I got a glimpse of this thing standing up, trying to bite Bigfoot on the back of his neck. I would say this went on for about 5 to 10 minutes. Trees are breaking, shit is flying. I mean, trees are falling over. And then I heard them all run deeper into the woods. I'm standing there like, what the fuck is going on? I was so shook up that I went inside and opened a bottle of whiskey. I was standing there taking a drink and I'm thinking to myself, it's fucking Jurassic Park around this bitch. I thought to myself, I want to call somebody and tell them what's going on, but who in the world would believe me? The next morning, I went outside, and my dog is laying on the back porch asleep. He had a huge chunk of flesh missing from his shoulder, scars on his face. And when I took him to the vet, she asked me what kind of dog had he been fighting, assuming that I was into illegal dog fighting or something. Now, I couldn't tell her what really happened, so I just kept my mouth closed. A few days later, animal control comes over to my house. They want to ask questions. And I tell them, listen, he ran off into the woods and he came back just like that. You're welcome to go into the woods and figure out what did this to my dog, but I don't know. To which they replied, no, sir, we just wanted to make sure you're not endangering the animals. So these two clowns walk around my property like I got hundreds of dogs tied up and I'm Michael Vick or something, right? Then they leave. Now, since that incident, I haven't seen Bigfoot at all, and I'm fucking happy. I do see Dogman from time to time. And me and my dog, haven't had any problems out of him. The worst thing I've encountered is I shot a deer and they decided they was going to take it. But hey, that's a small price to pay to have monsters guarding your house.